What's up, everyone? Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel. So I'm supposed to go riding right now, and I should be on the way, and I'm 3 hours behind, and I go to leave, and I forget I haven't had anything to eat today other than nothing, water. So I left the house, and now I'm going back to the house because I'm gonna pick up a protein shake. I have just called my wife and asked if she could bring out a protein shake. So, oh, she's doing it. I gotta put my seatbelt back on because I'm driving. Safety first. But she's doing it. She's out in the road.
In my pajamas.
She's in her pajamas.
Love you. Love you.
Hey, you gotta come. Oh, wave. Yeah. Protein shake. All right. Okay, love you.
Bye.
All right. End call. That was very nice of Karen. Breakfast O Champions today is the Atkins Milk Chocolate Delight Protein Shake. Look at this red Jeep here. The guy's got his doors off. He's got his top down. He is living the dream, man. Is it just me or Jeeps? Anyway, I'll let you guys finish that sentence. I mean, it should be a pretty good day because I've got my favorite bike in the back of the truck, 250XC. Have this camera. I have a drone. Probably need to get some drone footage. Do some product testing that is on that bike. How bad can it be? Jocko podcast.
We started to see this
sunflower
idea of
seeds.
Tours. Where
that's how I get to the
soldiers
riding
would go
locations.
over and do a tour.
Jocko.
And then go home.
Okay, so now I've arrived onto a dirt road and sneaking the truck down this dirt road through the... Man, this is freaking tight. Got juniper trees. I'm gonna have to put my mirrors in real close. In fact, I am gonna put my mirrors in. This is so tight. I used to be able to park right back here, but they've got it posted like private property. It's funny though, because this is there's public land up here, but I think what the problem is you have to go through some private land in order to get to the public land. Now that I'm off the beaten path and I'm on a road that is only wide enough that I have to have my mirrors pulled in, I'm actually feeling a lot better about life. A lot better about everything because I love the mountains and I love the desert. Okay, so now I'm in a spot that I think I'm good. So, gonna get the bike ready and get all my gear together and do some riding and some testing.
The other thing I wanted to just kind of bring up is with this plush tank, it's actually pretty stinking cool. See, I've got it on firm right now. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna reach in here and turn that up to plush, and immediately it feels better because there's a bunch of little rocks and, you know, sharp edges and stuff on this trail, and it's not like a drastic, it's not like super drastic, but it is enough to where I'm like, dang, this fork feels better on plush.
Okay, so we're back at the house. Went for that ride, did some shooting, did some drone shots, did a little testing with the, what is it called? The plush tank. And now I'm in the office here. It is, what time is it? 5:13 p.m. And now I'm in the office. I've been downloading footage from the Skydio, downloading footage from the Sony. This is my point of view camera, and also the other Sony, the Sony a7S III right here, and putting that on the computer. I kind of went through just a little bit some of the drone footage to see what I had and just kind of categorize some of it for future use. Yeah, and now it's to crunch away. I got a bunch of emails I got to get to. My assistants were doing emails today, but there's some emails that I need to take care of, so I'm going to do that now. And I don't know, I mean, at 5:14, the bike is still in the back of the truck all dirty. This is going to be a longer day. Captain's log, what is it? 5:57 p.m. I get a text message a few minutes ago AJ Catanzaro has put out his video of our private jumping lesson, which is pretty sweet. So I'm like, I gathered the family around. I'm like, guys, I'm on YouTube. And they're like, duh, you're always on YouTube. And I'm like, no, I'm on someone else's channel. You got to come see. So we all sat together and watched the video of me and AJ. The other thing that's going on is my son Connor asked if he could go ride his dirt bike last night. He asked me if he could go riding with some of his buddies up here in the hills. And I said, yeah. And so I got his bike ready. I just put fuel in it last night and I checked to make sure his tires were good. And then when I got back from my ride, he was gone. And the place that I thought he was gonna go, he's actually quite a bit further than that. So I could see from Find Friends on my phone here, I checked on my phone and he's actually a long ways away from where I thought he was gonna be, but he appears to be coming back this way. So I was thinking I might need to go rescue him, and it's starting to rain now. So I'm gonna take this camera inside because this camera is water resistant, but it's not waterproof. You know, we always say in Utah, if you don't like the weather in Utah, just wait 5 minutes or 15 minutes and it'll change. So even though it's raining now, I think it'll be done in like 10 minutes. And then it'll be like good dirt right here. So maybe I do need to go find Connor on the bike. The bike's already dirty. What do you think, Karen? Do I need to go find Connor?
Nice,
kid.
He's fine.
Case, do you want to go find Connor?
I want to ride my dirt bike.
Well, then you'll have to wash it though, right?
True.
But it's all good. That's what they're for. You like the umbrella?
Yeah, I like my umbrella.
Yeah. Umbrellas are fun until they break in like 6 seconds. Okay, update. It's 7:25. We had a quick dinner and then I had to take my daughter, 16-year-old daughter and her friends over to the Powder Puff football game over at the high school. Meanwhile, Connor just got back on the 85. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wash the 85 and then wash my bike as well. I actually didn't really eat dinner because I had to go and take Kaylee. But yeah, I've got salmon waiting for me as soon as I can do it. But we're gonna crank these bikes out and get them washed. All right, so Connor's putting the pre-rinse on here on his bike. And you want to just cover everything. Just get that completely covered. And all of it, you'll get it all wet. All that stuff needs to look like mud. Every little bit of it, okay? Can I get mine before it starts to turn into a hurricane? Hey, we got a rainbow over here, you see that? So while we were washing the bike, we noticed that there was a loose bolt right here. It's kind of like his, I noticed actually because we've actually kind of torn the radiator shroud right here. Must have had a digger at some point. So I'm just gonna keep that in mind. This thing is gonna have to be, we're gonna have to replace that shroud, but I'm gonna wait until Connor actually hammers it a little bit more. But this is actually not gonna be all that great here for next little bit. But that's something you can do every time you're washing bikes. It's time to do a once over on them. Now he's drying it off. We started using the leaf blower here for drying the bikes. It helps. It's just faster than drying it by hand. So I was gonna actually re-torque Connor's bike because we tweaked his forks, his bars a little while ago, and I forgot I hadn't actually torqued it. So I brought, after we washed it, update, it is 8:25, but then my daughter just called me from the high school and she said they canceled the football game because of lightning and thunder and whatever else, so I've gotta go pick up my daughter. So all this stuff has gotta wait. And I've gotta get to some emails later. It's gonna be a long night. So Kaylee just called me, they canceled the game because of lightning or whatever, so I gotta go pick her up. Can you go do it? Okay.
Videoing?
Yes, I'm videoing it. This is a day in the life.
day in the life.
Karen,
Hi.
she makes it all work.
I really do. I mean,
And so does Kinsey.
I really do.
I'm sweating because I'm running around. I've still got to get emails done. I've got a pile of emails that are waiting for me, and I need to eat. And it's
You still haven't
8:20.
eaten your food?
No, I haven't.
I made
Okay.
homemade sourdough.
You go get Kaylee and the friends. Salmon here, my dinner. You know what would be really sweet is if Coca-Cola was my sponsor and they paid like 500 grand for every time I did this in front of the camera. That's refreshing. This is original taste. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Okay, it's 8:41. I'm back in my dungeon. I've got a few emails that I've got to get at that I know that I need to respond to for some things that I have coming up. So this is probably going to take me about 30 minutes. I would have liked to have gotten to this earlier in the day, but things just didn't work out. And then in about, when they get back, then I need to make myself available for scripture and prayer and start the bedtime routine with the kids, and then I'll probably have to come back down in here. It's time to run back upstairs. It's 8:58 because, like I said, it is time for the scripture and prayers. How come the slide isn't on? What's going on here?
Catastrophe a little bit.
Is the light not working? There we go. We, the Brothersen family, love and cherish one another. We seek for ways to encourage each other and give praise. Our home is a safe place and we will always belong. We are forever family. We are the Brothersens. And we ride two strokes. Break. Let's go. Let's go. Pony. This pony. And this necklace. The flying necklace. Okay. Alright. We need your water. We have your water. No. Do you know what books you want to read?
I want mommy.
You don't want me to read the books tonight? In full disclosure, mommy does bedtime 97% of the time.
I want mommy.
She does.
Hey, do you love mom more than dad? Oh, she does both.
Mom.
So it's 9:22. I'm back down in the dungeon here. Just gotta finish a couple little projects here on the computer, just a couple emails, and then I've got to push everything else to tomorrow because this is kind of what happens. And I didn't even start filming until like 9 o'clock today. And so the first 2.5 hours of my day weren't even here. But the days are totally full. And I know that everyone is busy and I'm sure that everyone can relate. But I felt like, you know, doing Dirt Bike Channel and having my own business and then, you know, dropping the full-time job and everything, I thought it was going to simplify my life. And obviously in some ways it did. But in other ways, it's just gotten crazy. And today was a riding day. So I, you know, did some riding, I did some filming, so it's a little bit different. But even when I'm not riding, even if I'm just, you know, either filming in the shop or editing video here on the computer, it feels like there's just not enough hours in the day. And it gets to be, you know, around this time of night and it's like, I gotta shut down. I gotta like turn off. And it's really hard to turn off. Now that I've got a couple of assistants, it's getting easier for me to turn off because I don't have as big of a pile of emails, but I still have emails that I need to respond to and things that I need to do that my assistants just can't, you know, so it's I'm kind of at an exhausting time of my life, and I feel like with the age of the kids, it might get a little bit busier than this. It might get busier before it gets better, but I mean, man, sometimes it's just like me and Karen get to like 10 o'clock at night and it's just like, I just want to be quiet. I just want to, you know, at that point of night, maybe we'll watch, you know, something on Netflix for 20-30 minutes and then just be quiet and then go to bed and try to be in bed at around 11 and then get it all done again. Karen's up at 6 with the kids. I typically try to sleep until about 7. I'm trying to get 7 hours of sleep, and a lot of times, you know, it's even a struggle to get 7 hours of sleep. But anyway, that's man, there's so many things I didn't even show you, and it's a day in the life, man. So I'm thankful to be in this position. I'm thankful to have this business. I'm thankful for you guys, the viewers. Let me know if you want me to do more of these types of videos. This could be like super boring. Never done one before. I've got over 900 videos, and this is the first time I've ever done something like this. So anyway, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Leave a single track.